time on Kustom Works, we're looking at the A40 and we're going to get it ready for the road. We're going to get that job finished. Let's get to the workshop. So now we're finally into like the last legs of the A40 project. If you saw before, I did a really heavy primer coat in a 2K high build primer, so that's a 2-part primer, and I really laid it on because my God, that car was rough. It was all sort of like 40 grit, sanding marks and stuff. We've covered all them, and I've DA'd the entire car off at 120, and I've done this because what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over it with another coat of primer, but this coat of primer is going to be the top coat on the car, so it's going to have that drag race, you know, primer, 2-lane blacktop feel to it. What I'm going to do with the primer though, not just going to put the primer on as it is, I'm going to just tint it down, because I think primer's got lighter. Is it just me, has it got lighter? And in the past it used to be a little bit darker. So I'm just going to darken the primer down, going to go over the whole car, and it's going to leave a nice, impregnable sort of surface that can sit out in the wet and all of that sort of things. It's going to have this little bit of gloss black in it, and that's it. Car will be done on the outside and it's going to look awesome. It's going to look dragster, it's going to look hot rod. So let's get this thing DA'd off, get the 120 grit on the DA over the whole car, and then let's move on to paint. So what we've done, we've sanded the whole A40 down, and now, you know, I only went 120 grit. This was so rough though, and it's come up really nice and smooth. There's a few cracks in that other primer, and what we've done there, we've ground that back, and we've filled all those parts. But finally, for once, this car seems to have a surface all over it that is, you know, good to paint on. If you remember, it had all that purple metal flake on it, and that wasn't adhered to the paint underneath, so it, you know, you could just peel it off. And taking all of that off, of course, that roughed up the fiberglass, and that's why we've had to go on with such a heavy coat of primer. But all comes good in the end. It's looking pretty good. Like I say, we had to do a little bit of filler work just around these bits, because in these grooves the primer was on so heavy it sort of cracked away. But we've ground all that back, done those bits. What we're going to do here, we're going to paint underneath the bonnet. As underneath the bonnet, I've still got a lot of raw fiberglass from where we had to brace it because it's so thin. And we're going to paint inside the door shuts, all around here, just so that everything, you know, looks, everything's painted basically like a full respray. All this back part, of course we made all this back part so we didn't have any real problems with the dreaded purple metal flake that has caused us so many problems. And so this, we've just nibbed this off, ready to go on. Also, in here, we're going to paint everything in here in the tinted primer, make all this look, you know, just a lot more presentable, and seal this wood as well, because of course a lot of this is all wood. So coat of paint over that will do no harm whatsoever. So everything's masked up and everything's ready to go. Last thing we're going to do, we're just going to wipe over this with a tack rag, because there is still a little bit of dust on it. But once we've tack ragged it off, then we'll be going in, get some paint mixed, go over this whole thing, and then it's all going to start to look a lot more cohesive and a lot better. Okay then, so I'm in the paint mixing room. It's just a really filthy room covered in paint. So what I'm going to use this high build primer, but I'm going to put some gloss black in it. And what the gloss black will do, it'll just knock the colour of the primer a little shade darker, so it looks like old school primer, when primer was like a mid-grey, rather than like, I don't know, it's like a light blue or something now, I don't know. But it'll knock that down, but also this will close up any sort of porosity in the paint. So the rain will go off it a lot better, and it will, you know, so it brings the colour down, gives it that little bit more protection, so it's all good. 2K primer, on the whole, is pretty good. It's not as porous as like old cellulose primer and stuff. It is a lot better, because of course it has the hardener in it. However, running a metal car in primer, if your car's made of steel, you run it in primer, it's gonna go rusty because some water will get through. And even if you run a car in primer, then at a later date paint it, there'll be enough in there to spoil the car later on if it's ever got wet. And of course, if this car ever does get properly painted, it will have been nicely sealed, but also sunlight primer, so it will be a lovely base if someone ever wants to paint it glossy or anything like that. This will be a lovely base just waiting to be painted. But in the meantime, who cares about what's going to happen in the future? It's going to look awesome, because it's going to look like a refugee for a 1960s drag race. Oh yes. So what we're going to do, drop some black into here and we'll mix up the colour. So what I'm doing, I'm going to mix it up in this tub. I don't know, there's like 30ml at the top. I think that would be enough black to mix into here. I'm going to do it in the tub. I'm not going to use this much paint, but I will have some over. Now, if ever you mix up a colour, you think, I'll just mix some colour up. Always save some of it, because you never know, you might chip it, there might be damage. Anything could happen while we're putting that car back together. So I want to have some of this just for touching up. So let's mix the paint and let's mix plenty of it. Right, and so we've got our primer colour. You know, I took like 1.5 litres of gloss black in there to make it right, but we started out with this, now we've got this, which is a lot more sort of old school primer colour and way more sort of 2-lane black top than the other one. I think on this camera though, you can't even tell this is a different colour, but believe me, it is. These are the subtleties of customising that I'm famous for. Oh yeah. Okay then, let's get the paint on. So the paint, this is the finish of that primer. Now, this primer will still sand down just like normal primer, but because it's got that gloss in it, it's giving it this sort of very soft sort of sheen, and all the water's going to just run off this, and it's going to be fine. Now, two things to think of. Is this car the straightest car in the world? No, it's not. You could do more work to this and get this car really dialed in, get all the lines really straight, and it'd look awesome. But for now, this is just great. When I'm 2 passes around the car, no flatting, no polishing, nothing like that. Everything looks neat and tidy, keeps the weather out, and you can drive this car. It looks awesome. But in the future, you could always paint this car and it'd look great. So for the time being, where this car's at now, this is the perfect finish, and it looks so much better than I thought it was going to look. Right, and so A40, gotta have a grill. No grill, like rocks, squirrels, hedgehogs, all of that, bang, into the radiator and you're knackered. So we've got to put a grill on it. So, first up, I've made this cardboard template. And you've got to trust me, but when you put it in from the back, bend it in, it does fit very well. So, done that, I'm going to transfer this to some mesh now. Right, so, I've got this, I've got my piece of mesh. I'm thinking the mesh probably wants to go up and down. This is already, this piece of mesh has got a bit of a curve in it that way, so I'm going to go this way. So the diamonds of the mesh go up and down. So I get that on there, and I'm going to mark it out. There we go. Let's chop this out and then see if it fits. Probably not going to fit. We'll probably have to, like, you know, mess about with it for hours and hours, but you know, we'll get it to fit. So here we go. Let's get some cutting done. So, there's my mesh shape. I've left it a little bit long on the bottom. See, there's a black stripe there that's probably going to need cutting off. But what I'm thinking is, if this doesn't fit up and under there, then I've got some material to play with here, and I can, you know, just arch it up. So, see if it fits. Very curved grill in an A40. Well, it's looking quite good, but up here it's just a little bit too tight. So I'm going to get a pen, I'm going to mark that, and then hopefully this whole thing will push up. All of this looks okay, it's just being held off by that corner. So I've got a couple of screws in there, and the grill's looking pretty cool. Probably going to have to get a fixing somewhere down here, but the whole thing is sort of sprung into this rebate around the side. And if you remember back, this was ages ago, I made this rebate just so that the grill would come in like this. So you know, what I did then has paid off now. It really did work. I wasn't just talking rubbish. But yeah, so that fits in nice. It's all worked well. And if you remember as well, this grill was sort of in half. So it was 2 grills, it was split, and half of it stayed down here and half of it came up with the bonnet. But this has made everything just so much simpler, easier and cleaner to look at. Yeah, pretty pleased with that. Get a couple of more fixings on there. We'll paint this in black. Job done. Right, so totally remasked the car. Done it all in this Top Gun stuff. Whole car's masked, and this is all ready to paint the tonneau cover. We've re-DA'd this and got all the aluminium looking nice and sanded and bright, and it's time to go on with some matte clear coat. Right, so we're looking at the wheels on the A40. So not doing a massive job here, just a little bit of a refresh. make them look a bit better. So just like this, I've actually sanded this down, but I've just gone over this with a wire wheel. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to coat it with sort of normal rattle can stone chip, and then I'll go over that in a 2K gloss black, and they should look great. I'm going to use this, just stops the paint flaking off so much. Obviously the wheel's it's in a bad position to be hit and chipped in it, so a bit of this just makes it last a little bit longer. Right, and so after the stone chip, we went over with some 2K gloss, and these wheels have come out pretty good. You know, they're going to be nice and hard wearing, and they're going to look a lot better on the car. Just before painting the wheels, however, and you know, just as these things happen, I came walking through here to the paint mixing room over there with the paint just under me. I'm carrying too much stuff, and the whole litre of paint went, yeah, on the floor. These things do happen. Thing to do, stay cool, stay calm, scoop some of the paint up, run it through a filter, and I still got to paint the wheels. So even when the paint's on the floor, all is not lost. Okay then, so that's it for this week. But next time, we're going to be looking at the A40, and we're going to be finishing those bits off. But before that, we're going to have the full build of a car I built a few years ago called Automatron. Now, there's a lot of videos of Automatron about, if you look all over like YouTube, but I've got some unseen footage, some build-up pictures, and a real insight just to how that car came together. It's won many awards, it won Best in Britain, and it truly is a really special show car. We're going to do full feature on that. I'm going to show you everything that goes together to take what is basically just a bare chassis up to a full show car. Tune in next time! And in the meantime, don't forget, click subscribe, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and click that bell icon to get regular updates on when new films, is this a film? Films? I'm going to say films, come out. Between this week and next week, time will elapse, and until then, thank you very much and good night!